1952, more than 21,000 paralyzing polio cases were reported. According to the CDC, Paul Alexander, one of the most famous survivors, passed away this week after spending more than 70 years inside of an iron lung. ABC's Danny New spoke with his family.
My name is Paul Alexander.
The man who inspired millions without ever needing to leave the machine he called his yellow submarine. Paul Alexander, who was diagnosed with polio at age 6 and became an international symbol of survival, passed away this week at 78 years old.
They told him, hey, you might as well take him home. He's not going to live very long. And, yeah, my dad probably said, yeah, we'll see about that.
Paul's younger brother, Philip, was not alive just yet when Paul became paralyzed from the neck down and spent 2 years in the hospital, living inside this century-old piece of technology that helped his body breathe.
Dialogue is home.
The Dallas native accomplished so much with his life. He graduated from law school at the University of Texas, practiced law for 3 decades, and then eventually wrote his memoir, 3 Minutes for a Dog, while pushing individual keys with a pen in his mouth.
That's his pride and joy, is that book,
That title refers to how Paul was taught to breathe outside of the lung with a special technique. When he got to 3 minutes at around 8 years old, his parents rewarded him with a bulldog.
Live in an iron lung.
And as you saw earlier, Paul joined TikTok this past January and immediately became a viral sensation. This first video reached nearly 60 million views. Did he know that he became world famous again with the new generation?
Yeah, but he didn't dwell on it.
But in the last 3 weeks, Paul contracted COVID-19 and a stomach virus and was in and out of the hospital. He could barely hydrate, barely keep food down, but the last week, Philip spoiled him with crabs, ribs, and on their final Sunday together, a pint of Haagen-Dazs chocolate ice cream that they shared.
At one point, it made my life. He looked up at me and said, we are perfect.
Paul passed away the following morning, a hero and an inspiration to millions.
You adapt and you learn to do what you need to do to accomplish your goals and your dreams.
In the past year, Guinness World Records also named Paul the longest surviving iron lung patient in the world. In New York for ABC News, I'm Danny New.